Sue won something, didn't she? I bought the TV and VR won it.
I won nothing.
Didn't you? Yeah, that's the same way I was when I won. Not this time. I was in Chicago.
Don't get in the pocket.
Hi, Pam. Hi, we're just getting ready here, so. Okay. Okay. Can you hear okay? You ready to go?
I can. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, we hear you okay.
Okay.
And her brother told me she's working at Midtown.
Trying to remember what the gal's name is that retired down there that did all the books and everything.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to remember what her name is. Betty. 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 She's been there for years. Betty. God damn. Betty Bakey.
Betty Bakey.
She's been there for years and years before, even when Sandy and Art had. But she just retired. She was the office manager, did all the technical. I'm assuming this is what this gal took that position. Took her position. He did? Oh shit. Oh.
Which ain't nothing. They called, you talking about Rising?
Yeah.
Yeah. His brother called me today. They were looking for his 214, which is just.
Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone to the East Dubuque City Council meeting. It is Monday, February 19th. I ask that you please turn your cell phones off during the meeting and please be quiet during discussions. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
24-0209, called order.
Belkin.
Here.
Bergmeyer.
Here.
Dagenhart. Mayor Digman.
Here.
Fleur.
Here.
Meyer. Roby.
Here.
Attorney Hess.
Here.
24-0210, staff reports. City manager report.
Thank you, Mayor. First, we are called a special meeting for this coming Monday. The purpose of the meeting will be just to give the final, take the final vote that we have to take on the sales of the properties. You already voted on it once, but then post notice in the paper, we have to take a vote. And rather than asking them to wait another week, we called a special meeting. So please put it on your calendars and let me know if, or Pam know if anybody can't make it. garage on 193 Cincinnati. I sent out pictures last week. A couple courses of bricks from the garage wall fell in to the alley between that building and the fire station. It's a little bit of a concern because, first off, the fire station's ours. Second, the gas meter is right there. We brought an engineer to look at it, and he said, well, probably not today, but you really want to get that taken care of quickly. There is a potential for it to fall into the fire station. Now, that is not the part of the building itself. It's the garage, which during restoration would have come off anyway. We were kind of hoping that it would wait until we were ready to do the whole project, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So the garage, we confirmed with the engineer what isn't connected basically to the building itself, so it can be taken off without damage to the building, and it will advance the cause of the restoration of that building, and we'll talk about it a little bit more when we get to the motions for tonight. Officer Caleb Steins resigned. His last shift is tomorrow, and we'd like to thank him for his service to the community, and we wish him well. And I'm sure the chief will talk about it during his report, but we won't be filling that position at this time. I wanted to give kudos to Delbert and Randy. If you remember back a few months ago when we had phone lines across people's yards, broken telephone poles, and Frontier wouldn't respond to anybody, we set up Delbert and Randy with the Commerce Commission of the state of Illinois. These gentlemen got the complaints together, and the Commerce Commission opened a docket. The reason I'm bringing this up now, so within 4 days, the problem was taken care of. And this past week, Frontier assigned one of their engineers specifically to East Dubuque. And he was through town last week and then called me. They are going to, he said, we've got a lot of infrastructure that needs improvement on their behalf. They're going to start with DeSoto and Badger and replace all the poles on those, and then they will gradually work their way through the community, taking out all the problem poles. So anyway, that's what can happen when you get a docket opened on a utility. But it took these guys to get that going, and I appreciate what they did as big service to East Dubuque. We are surveying another parcel of land. When the city bought property for the the new water tower, we bought about 4 acres, and we need about 1.5 acres up there. It's a good commercial site between the water tower and the engineering firm, and so we are surveying that off now. Then we'll have it appraised, and then we'll survey it off, and then we'll come into you about declaring it surplus. If you declare it surplus, we'll have it appraised and put that on the market also, because that could be some tax generating commercial development. In your reports are the Gramercy Park finances. That's their annual meeting documents. They all look to be in order, and that is my report.
Thank you. Tonight, my report, I just want to give a shout out to Joe. You and your department, your event was awesome. Your banquet, great time. Just wanted to say thank you. Job well done. Alderperson report, Belka.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I just wanted to tell everybody that on the 9th of this month, which was a Friday, Randy and I was down at the grade school giving a presentation on city government. That's the second year we've done that, so it was a nice time. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Bergmeyer?
Nothing to report this week, Mayor.
Thank you. Degenhardt?
I just want to confirm to what you said about the fireman's benefit. It was a great thing again, Joe. Proud of what you people do for the city. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Oh, and one thing. The property on the flats, the two houses and the lot, that's supposed to be closed this next Friday. It finally is gonna be done. We've been waiting on that for what, 2-3 months?
Yeah.
So, the guy that's gonna buy it, he called me today and said they notified him today that it's gonna go through now, so. Just to give you an update.
Thank you. Fluer?
Nothing.
Thank you. Meyer?
I don't have anything.
Thank you. Roby?
Yeah, just one thing. Are we doing anything about getting our committees together for like finance and ordinance and stuff like that? Have we?
Well, we've gotten kind of the ad hoc committees going, as you know, with the, both the nuisance and trying to get something going on the TIF, the downtown TIF stuff. But as far as other standing committees, we've looked at what the committees were in the past, and I think we could come up with a better list of committees, but no, that we don't have a list yet.
Do we have any idea when we'll be doing something like that?
It'd be great if we had a committee to come up with something.
We're not stacking committee on top of committee, Bob. Come on. If you need some help, I'll help you, though. That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Attorney Hess?
Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate the closing that Randy mentioned is set for February 26th at HB Wilkinson, so it'll be good to have that finalized. That's all I have for tonight.
Thank you. Chief Kavasik?
Good evening. Just to expound on what Mr. Seitz said about Caleb, tomorrow will be his last shift with us full-time. He accepted a full-time position with the Joe Davis County Sheriff's Office, and I believe he starts this Friday there. He wishes to remain on part-time, which we will greatly take advantage of here in the near future when he's able to be released off the probation period with the Sheriff's Office. So we'll be down a guy for a while. Just keep you guys informed.
Sounds good.
That's all I have.
All right, thank
Thanks,
you.
Luke.
Public Works?
Just if we set a date for the flood task force meeting yet.
We have not.
We will get that taken care of.
That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Chief Heim?
Job right now.
All right, thank you. 24-0211, speakers from the floor. None noted.
John, can I just ask that people start speaking louder in the mics because it is still hard to hear when you're listening on the web.
Sure. (24-0212) consent agenda.
Still moved.
Second it.
Roll call.
Falcon.
Aye.
Bergmeyer.
Aye.
Dagenhart.
Aye.
Fleur.
Aye.
Meyer.
Aye.
Roby.
Aye.
On to new business. 24-0213, discussion and possible action to approve rezoning application for Weimer Skirch Properties LLC at 406 Wall Street in the city of East Dubuque.
So this was taken up by the zoning committee and passed unanimously at 5 o'clock tonight. This is going from residential with a special use for commercial business to commercial business zoning. Recently, DOT took down the house next door, which was residential. Now the nearest two buildings to this building are commercial. Liquor store and the gas station. Got the railroad tracks behind, and the nearest house is down at the far end of that long block. So there was no question about it at the meeting tonight, and no opposition brought from citizens. So I recommend it.
Need a motion?
Need a motion?
Moved.
Second, roll call.
Bergmeyer,
Aye.
Dagenhart,
Aye.
Fleur,
Aye.
Meyer,
Aye.
Roby,
Aye.
Belkin.
Aye.
24-0214, discussion and possible action to approve video gaming license for Midtown Marina with completed application for 3 video game terminals in the city of East Dubuque.
Motion approved.
I'll second it.
Roll call.
Dagenhart,
Aye.
Fleur,
Aye.
Meyer,
Aye.
Roby,
Aye.
Belkin,
Aye.
Bergmeyer.
Aye.
24-0215, discussion and possible action to approve purchase of new fire department apparatus for $645,549.24 in the city of East Dubuque.
I have Orton Snodgrass here with us. He's the representative from Dingus Fire Company, who represents HME Fire Apparatus. The synopsis of the fire apparatus is we rejected all the bids from all the other companies and decided to go with a demo with HME. The base price of that rig is $624,371. We have $14,000 worth of upfits to it that are either safety upfits or running radio wire and a couple shelving units and to be put in. That took it to $639,237. And then we have to order a master stream device for it, which is $2,500. Removal and install of existing radios in the old truck and put into this one is about $300. And then the vinyl work is approximately $3,500. That brought that total to $645,549.24. If you have any questions about HME or the process with Orrin, you can ask.
Personally, I think you explained that last meeting well to us, Joe. Would be my recommendation, we go ahead and approve this.
So in terms of the financial part of it, the fire department was able to get a $350,000 zero-interest loan from the state of Illinois, which leaves us just under $300,000 short on this. The plan is that once this is approved, assuming the council approves this tonight, we will begin working on the financing for the remainder of that.
Is there any grants or anything available we can go after on this, or did we do that?
Well, I think that was the zero-interest
Oh, okay.
loan.
Zero interest loan is what the state has, and they put that out every so many years. So, and then this is also part of the referendum that the city approved, or the voters approved. So, once we get done with this one, it will, we'll start working on the rescue pumper that we have in the works, and that by doing this, it actually will space out our replacement program a lot better than what it is now. We won't have 2 of them that will be come and do at the same time. There'll be a couple
Yeah.
years apart, which is a big cost savings in and of itself there. So.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Dagenhart,
Aye.
Fleur,
Aye.
Meyer,
Aye.
Roby,
Aye.
Belkin,
Aye.
Bergmeyer.
Aye.
24-0216,
Thanks, Joe.
discussion and possible action to approve resolution authorizing execution for the sale of surplus municipal property in the city of East Dubuque.
So this is the sale of one of the engines that's being replaced. And so, Chief, if you want to.
So, well, we're just requesting to start to list the, one of the engines down here for sale. either on the city website and through brokers online that will help get the information out to other areas. So,
If you want to give me some of that info too, Joe, I can try to help sell that through other fire departments
Yeah.
that we deal with on the new side and that.
just, you got a city email, or do you got another email?
Yeah, I'll give you my work email.
Okay, then I'll send that to you also.
Do you have an asking price on that, Joe?
Right now, we're looking at, older trucks are going for more money just because of the emission standards, so we're gonna ask anywhere between 120, 130. If we get it, great. If we don't, we're not out a whole lot. But they're going on the market for anywhere between those amounts area, in that area. It's got low miles, the pumps are in decent shape, so. The overall bodies are in good shape too, so.
Any other
That'll lower the
questions?
price down to the other one, yeah, so, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Roll call?
Fleur,
Aye.
Meyer,
Aye.
Roby,
Aye.
Belkin,
Aye.
Bergmeyer,
Aye.
Dagenhart.
Aye.
I get one question. I don't know if it's too late to ask this. Would they take it in on trade or not? Who we're buying the new one from? They won't? Okay.
Thank you. 24-0217, discussion and possible action to approve resolution authorizing city manager sites to move forward with 193 Cincinnati Avenue garage demolition in the city of East Dubuque.
So this is what we discussed. We have made progress on, we've had Temperley and Stewart come in and take a look at it. We also have spent a lot of time with the utilities. We're clear with everybody, but the gas is going to be a little hinky because we've got to move the meter that serves that building, and we've got to figure out how to get service to the 193 building prior to the restoration process. It does need to be kept heated to a certain level. But once we get through that, the plan would be to tear that off the existing building as quickly as we can before we have a further problem with it. If somebody gets hurt or
Worse.
the building gets hurt.
Do we have to take bids on that? Put that out for bid, or?
Well, to tell you the truth, if I had been able to pull the trigger and get this done last week, I would have just done it. But since I wasn't able to get the utilities taken care of in time, we're bringing it here. But it is an emergency.
So we can do it without,
so-
okay, that's what I was wondering.
Do you have a guesstimate on what it's gonna cost to do all this?
I don't, neither one gave me a number yet.
I have a question. What about the bricks? They just gonna be,
They talked about somebody that might want bricks, and if somebody's got an idea for that, we could, that would certainly offset.
well, I know
some of the
Randy
cost.
Williams just went out to Dyersville and picked up a pile of bricks that somebody was getting away. I just didn't know if that,
Can we reuse any of them for the restoration of the other place? I know they're a little bit different color, though.
Yeah, there are timbers in there that we will try to save and use for the restoration. I know that. I don't know about the bricks because we haven't done any planning on the restoration yet. But there will be some bricks freed up in that building by, there's probably gonna have to be at least a door added, and we may replace the garage doors that were in the front of that building in restoration or something too. So I don't think we'll need bricks. But if there's somebody that would like to buy them,
yeah, I mean, he's a local.
Demand for them, there's people that buy them.
Yeah, and that's what Randy does.
a lot of the bricks
restorations.
that I looked at out in that alley are clean too. The mortar's even off them.
I think this is, I mean, it's a safety issue at this point.
Right.
I mean, you were telling me that they were putting like a pallet up over the top of the Go ahead.
If you look at the picture in the alley there, there's a brick leaning up against the gas pipe coming out of the ground on the fire station. So that's how close the bricks got, just bouncing in the alley. That wall, the alley is about 9.5 feet wide, and that wall is, I'm guessing, 16 feet or something. So if it, and it's leaning out, so if that falls out, it could both go through the wall of the station and ruin everybody's day with a gas leak.
Do you have any idea what kind of a timeline we're looking on this?
For Nicor is trying to move the one meter, and we may have to figure out a temporary solution to electrically heat or something the station. But I don't think there'll be much delay in those guys getting in there and taking it down once the meters.
They'll probably take that down in a day.
We'll have to take, we have to disconnect the 120 service to the pump house. So the well will have to go out of service during the time that that's all going on, and then that'll get reconnected. So.
Any further discussion? We have a motion?
Yep, go ahead.
Roll call?
Meyer,
Aye.
Roby,
Aye.
Belkin,
Aye.
Bergmeyer,
Aye.
Dagenhart,
Aye.
and Fleur.
Aye.
24-0218, discussion and possible action to approve purchase budget software, additional license and employee training time with Civic Systems LLC and the City of East Dubuque.
So this one, both given the discussions that a number of us have had on how we will come up with a budget system that is more responsible for the city and allows the council especially and the citizens to have transparency to be able to know what is happening with the budget at any given time, and frankly, to allow the city manager to know what's going on financially, which has been a problem over the last, since I've been here. These are added software modules onto the system we currently have. One would basically allow us to build the budget in the system, and the other would be a dashboard. The dashboard would allow you to track expenditures versus budget on a real-time basis. So the way things have been here, the budget is on a spreadsheet. It prints out on paper, and we don't really, it doesn't get populated with the actual numbers as you go through the year. And so with these changes, we'll be able to, every time treasurer writes a check, it'll hit an account and it'll take it out of that account. And so we'll be able to say we're 40% through the year and we spent 52% of this line in the budget. We got a problem, or not. So I think this is, and when we, I should let you know too that the audit is complete, and we should have a printed version of it within a week or so. And because quickly after that, as they're able, we're going to bring them in. But the audit does include, I think, 7 serious deficiencies in our accounting and our management for the year ended last May of 23. This program will address a number of those deficiencies. At least it's part of addressing those. We've talked about how do we get the city into a rhythm, a pattern of responsible action. And the way to do it is to have, I think, the best means of tracking. And it's not, in my opinion, about having a bunch of different controls as it is to have the number of controls that allow you to actually watch the budget and actually see what's going on. And so this is a mechanism that will do that. So the two purchases of the modules, which is 4,700 and, well, 4,500 each module plus training. We'll definitely use the additional license is something that we won't use if we don't have to. We have to figure out, it's the number of people that can simultaneously be on the system. And so I wanted to have that as a, in case we need it, because I want to have this and use this to develop the budget. And of course, we're under the gun in terms of when this budget has to get done. Between the audit and the budget hearing is not very many weeks. So we will only use that one if we have to, and then it includes training.
I think this is a great tool for us. I mean, anytime that you can have print out real-time budget versus actual, you know, and it gives more information for us to put in the packets for you, you know, the council members, where you can actually see where we're at, you know, rather than just seeing the money going out. I think it's important, you know, moving forward into this next fiscal year that we, you know, we have a budget and we live by the budget, you know, and this tool helps us dial everything in, and it holds people accountable. There's a little more accountability when you can see it real time. Hey, budget, you know, your budget versus actual. This is a great tool. I mean, and I think it's something that we need to help us be fiscally responsible.
What are we using right now, Digger? I mean, even close to that?
It's all manual.
Yeah, so,
Throw it in here and see what happens.
well, we're, as I've said before, it's like, what we're doing right now is, it's like if you go to the automatic teller machine, and if it gives you money, then you have money in your bank account. That's kind of, what we're doing is we're looking at, the report that I do once a month for you guys is simply the balance in each bank account, because that's the most accurate number that we've had. So we'll, by the time we do this budget, we will have closed, we'll have had the audit for the year ended April 30th of 23. We will be up to date on this year, and we'll have a budget for next year in the new system, which I don't have any idea how to use right now.
And that 11 grand is yearly, every year?
No. It's, that's the purchase. The annual support for the one is 900 and the other one is, for each one is 900. And then if we do the additional, license agreement, that's 400 a year. So
How many licenses do we get with each one of these software programs? Did you tell me?
we've got a
3?
total of 3.
And then the extra one would be the 4th,
Yep.
but we're not sure we need the 4th yet.
If we don't need it, we won't buy it. Yeah. So it's a matter of how much time each person has to have the system up and running. And so, and we've used, for instance, we used quite a bit of Cindy Parcher at the CPA. And so we're working out the system that we're gonna have going forward.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I got one more question before we go there. Do we still have training hours banked up with Civic? I thought at one point they owed us some training hours.
I think so, yes.
So
Okay.
can we use
Correct,
those
Sue?
towards these?
They owe us budget training, yet we haven't done any, training on general ledger and budget.
Okay,
So can we use those towards this?
would have to ask.
Well, we may still need training on the general ledger stuff, but we won't use any more of the training than we need to use.
I just remember that we had some banked with them previously, so I just wanted to make sure that.
So
For
would
instance,
we,
if we're able to do one half day of training and cover both modules, we'll just do that too, but.
so would we be better off just approving the 2 and then coming back at a later date if we need that extra license? I mean, you'll find out once we purchase it.
I would prefer we approved it just because we're almost into March. And April, I gotta have a budget to you. And so if I gotta wait 2 weeks to bring something else to the council, it's just, the
understand.
process here is gonna be what defeats us, I think.
So you're saying we can approve it, but
You
we're
can approve it, I'm not gonna
need
do it if we don't need it.
I got a motion on the table.
All right, do we have a second? Roll call?
Roby,
Aye.
Belkin,
Aye.
Bergmeyer,
Aye.
Dagenhart, Fleur,
Aye.
Meyer.
Aye.
24-0219, discussion and possible action to authorize Jill Peppin with CFPS to investigate financing for 183 Cincino Avenue and 193 Cincino Avenue in the city of East Dubuque.
I'm gonna ask you to table this one because we don't have a proposal from her yet. But I will explain it. Sorry, Gene. No, the reason for this was that, given that we've got the garage issue and the roof issue over there, which aren't gonna wait, if we had the loan through, the rural development, financing that we were gonna use for the other projects, we would be able to have that cover the garage removal, for instance. And so the question was, how far down the road can we go with these other expenditures before they end up just being ours, and we can't include them in the financing. And so it makes some sense to move ahead with the financing so that we are able to cover expenses, because that actually will help our cash flow. But she wasn't able to come up with the numbers yet on that, so that will definitely come back.
I'll make a motion to table.
Second.
Roll call?
Belkin,
Aye.
Bergmeyer,
Aye.
Dagenhart, Fleur,
Aye.
Meyer, Roby.
Aye.
24-0220, motion to adjourn?
Make a motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Bergmeyer,
Aye.
Dagenhart, Fleur,
Aye.
Meyer,
Aye.
Roby,
Aye.
Belkin.
Aye.
We are adjourned.
Don't leave.
Oh, it's good.